But I can tell Your Honor, as officer of the court, he has processed this. He has shown in the numerous times, the tens if not hundreds of times that I've met with him, remorse over different times in the action. A lot of mixed emotions, probably not one emotion that he's been showing, but there has definitely been remorse. One story that he's given me permission to tell is very soon into this, after the event. The state approached me as his lawyer and asked about the release of Isaac's body. As we heard from his sister, Isaac's body was evidence. That must be a devastating thing that they had to deal with. And Mr. Anderson reached out to me to see if the defense would release the body. And of course, I did my duty. And the first thing I did is I went and I spoke with my client, Mr. Miu. And when I made that question, I approached Mr. Miu with that question, he looked at me aghast. He could not believe that that had not already happened. And he broke down emotionally and wept. He just wept. Maybe there was other things that he came in. Maybe this was a time when I first met him, when we were starting to get to know him. Maybe it's a time that this loss that had happened became more real for him. But in that moment, he showed what I think was remorse. They weren't there to see it. And they weren't there to hear about it until today. And if we could redesign this criminal justice system in a way that maybe we could give some of those things to the victims' families beforehand as we're going through this, I think there might be other healing, there might be other things that can go through. I understand and appreciate why they might feel the way that they do. But I can tell you, I've been with him. I've been with him over those 732 days, and he has shown remorse. Is it mixed? Is it complicated? Absolutely. Are there times that he has some other feelings that are all mixed in with this? Yes. But I submit to you that he has shown remorse, and it has become more and more and more so as we have moved through the process. His character, Judge. At the end of the day, we're here to judge him on his actions, right? He's here because of an action. And I think that all of us as human beings, at the end of the day, we have thoughts, we have opinions, we might make comments, and sometimes our words might be considered actions. But at the end of the day, when you add it all up, you're going to judge me, all of us, the world judges us on our actions. And this day, July 30th, that 2 minutes, right? We'll expand the time limit. That's the first time that his actions, I think, become into question. And what, in any other context, I'm not trying to belittle what we're doing here is serious. If I make an analogy that's poor, I apologize. But in any other context, if we were seeing somebody's performance across a field, whether that be in a sport, whether that be in academics, whether that be in a profession, if they've demonstrated through factual data points, and we measured all of their actions, and they had one data point, horrible, glaring, big red data point that's at the bottom of the scale, right? If all of our points are measured across